Greetings, Wolf Pups. Lord Von Wolf here with another episode of Noob Sauce. And I'm standing here, believe it or not, inside a mine shaft, or at least what's left of it, because of this right here. This is a cave spider spawner. Now, what is a mine shaft? Well, a mine shaft basically is, what it sounds like. It's a shaft where they did mining. This is the Minecraft version. And here's some clips of me derping the exploration of this mine shaft. Now that you've seen me derp up the exploration of the mine shaft, let's explain, if I can get my mouth to work, what I'm doing here. The location of this section is next to the crevasse that goes through the mine shaft. As you can see, there's the bottom of the crevasse. Here's the various bridges across and stuff like that. I still got some areas I got to explore yet. And in this section, there are 3 of these devices, these spawners, that are actually within range of each other. Even though you saw me lose one of them due to a creeper explosion, which wasn't around this area. It was on one of the bridges on a lower section of what we got going on here. Now, what a spawner is a Minecraft device that spawns in a specific mob that is in the spawner. And right now, what's in this one is a cave spider. Okay, now in creative, you can actually put anything in here. So if you say you wanted, to have the spawner generate cows for you every so often, you can set the spawner to be a cow spawner. But in regular survival Minecraft, spawners are very specific to mobs only that are hostile. Cave spiders, spiders, zombies, skeletons. Not my green guys, thankfully. It's just that'd be too much for me, I think. Now, these only spawn in mine shafts, cave spiders. There are spider spawners that generate inside dungeons, and hopefully I will find one of those soon enough for you guys so I can get that recorded for you. But this is only here in the mine shafts, and I was actually quite lucky to find 3 of these that are close enough to each other. There's actually a 4th one. Unfortunately, though, it's too far away to be considered in this ring that I'm going to be generating an XP farm for. So if you look right over yonder, just behind that cobweb, there's actually... I do hear him walking somewhere. Anyway, is another spawner, but it's out of the range of me working with this set. Alright, now how this specific spawner works. Actually, they all work in the same fashion as far as spawning rates go. Here's the center point. This is block 1. If you count out 16 blocks in all directions, that is the spawning radius. In other words, you have to be within the circle. Now, for this one, I used this pink building block right here, okay? So 16 out goes all the way out here. Then 16 out for the other side is all the way over by that torch, there where my pointer is at, which is actually 31 blocks total from end to end. And it's not square, which is the only thing that is very unique to spawners in Minecraft. Basically, everything else uses some form of a box. This is actually a spheroid. It's a spherical spawn radius. So if you take this circle and flip it going up and down, it's the same thing. 16 going up, 16 going down. And that's what's really unique about spawners in Minecraft is that it uses a spheroid to generate their spawns. Now, what that means is I have to be within this circle to have that spawner actually function. If I am outside of it, it will not generate any mobs. So, with all 3 of these being within 16 blocks of themselves, as you can see, these 2 are even closer. If I'm standing within this area, now, the white circle represents this spawner. The gray circle, I know it's probably harder to see with the stone stuff, represents this spawner. So if I was standing exploring this mine shaft in this particular spot where I'm inside the gray, I'm inside the white, and I'm inside the pink, all 3 of these spawners would generate cave spiders. And besides them hitting you for damage, they poison you. So you can imagine if each one of these generates anywhere from 1 to 4 spiders, I'm in trouble in this area, and I was. So this will make a very excellent XP farm to repair my tools. As you can see, my diamond axe needs to be repaired. I've been using a trick in the nether to heal my pick, but I really need a source that's going to be here, and that's a slime. Yeah, luckily enough, I don't think I have a slime chunk within this range, which is good because it won't affect my XP farm. But I'm going over here and doing this because I want these slimes. I want their jelly. Sorry. Okay. Alrighty. So let's get back over into this section. So I dug out one of these circles to give you an idea of the spawning radius of these spawners. And it's fairly large. Alright, now where they actually generate though is not as large as is the circle. Alright, so they are 4 out from the spawner. So 1, you don't count the spawner in this case. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So just inside this torch, which should be on the same thing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, you see? So inside this torch range is the spawning area of the spawner itself. 4 blocks out from the spawner itself, and including this block here, 3 blocks. 2 blocks above the spawner, so in other words, 1, 2, and then this floor level. So there's actually a 4, 4, and 3, okay, including the spawner, or 2 not including the spawner, which is the spawning area for this device. Alrighty. Now, the reason I've got this mapped out here is because I do spider spawners differently than I do my other ones, especially cave spiders, because cave spiders are a 1 by 1 by 1 block mob. The only other mob that is like that is the baby zombie. Alright, which means they can fit into any hole you leave behind. So you have to really be mindful of how you design these farms, whether it's a regular collection farm or a XP farm. All right. Now, unfortunately, before I really get into this, there is one product I need, and it's kind of new. We haven't really covered it yet. That means I have to go back to the nether. Oh, by the way, this project is not a simple project, and it may expand a couple episodes. Otherwise, this would be a very long video. All right, I'm going to meet you guys in the nether. All right, everybody, here we are in the nether. Now, here's the initial portal we generated. And I did a little updating, if you will, of the cobblestone structure. And now we can kind of see outside of our square box. Even though these iron bars are here and you can see through them, nothing can see us in here, so we're still safe from the gas trying to destroy our portal. And I have my gold helmet on. I brought some extra food. Now, you can see here I have an iron door. I can't open this door. Now, the iron door is made the same way as any other door with 6 iron ingots in the same formation. So you have to use a redstone signal to open this door. And what I have here, you probably barely see it, is a stone button. This is a redstone device. If I click that button, the door opens and I can walk through it. Same thing. Okay. That button powers it for a certain amount of time and then turns off so the door closes back on itself. This is so that nothing can break down or get into here or whatever. Alright, now, as you can tell, I have been resourcing the nether for stuff. And down here, I want to show you real quick this block right here. Alright, there's a whole biome of this block. And I think I may have found it, but this is, some of the stuff is actually in here. This is the gold that you can find in the nether. The only problem is if you mine this, you're definitely going to have a problem with the hoglins and stuff like that. So I try to hold on to that for right now, and I will get it later. I'm definitely going to want to use fortune on it because you get nuggets out of it. You don't get ingots or anything like that. You can use silk touch on it and then cook it, but it's just easier to knock it down this way. So anyway, this block right here, I'm going to break it. Okay, and now you see I'm getting some recipes. This is the black stone block. There's 2 versions of these type of stones in the nether. This is only one version. The other version you can only do blocks with, but with this here, you can actually make the half slabs, the stairs, and the walls, and a couple other decorative blocks and stuff like that. So this is a really nice block. Missed the staircase. The bastion, that building over there, which I have not gone into yet, mind you. That's a hoglin, by the way. Oh, these are striders. Look how close he is. That's a strider. So if I had a saddle and a fishing rod with a carrot on it, we could actually use this to walk around on top of the lava. But that there is a bastion, and unless you're really ready to go in there, I wouldn't recommend it. I had an interesting situation happen with a raid party developing quick, and I will show you that video, not now, but in a little while, and how bad it ended for me. Alright, so let's get up in here. Now, I've already explained this is the netherrack. Those are the magma blocks. They hurt. They're ouchies. And of course you have the gravel. Good area for gravel and stuff like that. Alright. That's a baby zombie pigman. Let me now, since I'm wearing my gold helmet, these guys won't bother me. Let me get you a close-up of the other guys, the hostile mobs that are in the nether, which you can actually trade with now if you have gold to give them. There you go. This is what they look like. Now, the only reason he's not attacking me right now is because I have a gold helmet on. I mean, any of this, if it was gold, they'll ignore me. If I don't, they will attack. It's just, of course, he may have a gold sword, but they still hurt. There is also one other thing. Even though this chest that is in here is mine, and I put it there, if I open this, they will become hostile because they think I'm stealing something that belongs to them. They believe everything belongs to them, especially gold. That's why it's so precious in this area. If you mine it, they definitely will attack because they're like, oh, you're stealing my gold. They have this weird fascination with gold. Alright, so, now, one of the reasons why I am in here is because, see that floating stuff right there? That's called glowstone. That's what I'm after. Now, I can bridge out here and create a whole bridge using the netherrack and collect all that stuff. I'm not going to bother with those ones because I know of a couple that are a little bit better. And I built my staircase all the way up to the ceiling. Okay, as you can see, it generates all over in the nether. It doesn't regenerate. Once you take it down, it's down. So eventually I will hopefully get some trading in here. So let's get up here where I started staring. And this is one of the additional biomes that was added for 16. As you can see, I got better glowstone to capture here. Alright, so this is the warped one, I want to say. So let's bring up our hood. And we are currently in... I'm sorry, Crimson Forest. The warped one is the blue one. This is the Crimson. How do you tell what biome you're in here? It'll tell you right here. Biome, okay? And this is just a name for those who are map makers and stuff like that. But Crimson Forest is the one that we are currently in. So if I move over to this one, we change to Nether Wastelands. Say Nether Waste. Alright, so they've effectively changed the names and stuff like that. For the longest time, you could see in the old versions of the game was nicknamed Hell. Right now, if I mine this block right here, it's going to convert itself over to a netherrack block. Just like how if you mine a grass block, it turns to dirt. If you have Silk Touch, which this does, I don't think it's going to work because you're supposed to use a pick on this. Yeah, see, it destroyed the block because I used the wrong tool. Okay. But if you have Silk Touch on a pickaxe, you can mine this and, of course, the warped one, which is blue. Now, this right here, believe it or not, that is nether wart. You used to only be able to find nether wart in a fortress, but now with this crimson trees, you can farm it here. All right. The only thing is what you need to farm it with. And oh, I did leave my crafting table. That's all right. We'll make a new one. I mean, you make 10 million of these things. Alright, so we're going to make one. And what we're going to have to do is we need to create a tool that we already created right here. A hoe. Okay, of course I'm just going to use a stone one because that's what I have available to me. And if you use this on these, believe it or not, these are the leaves for these trees, this netherwort, okay, you can get the netherwort. Now I can use it as a block, or I can convert it over to netherwort and grow a netherwort farm. Right? As you can tell, I've really been chomping at the bits to get that. Now these are vines that grow in the nether. You have to use shears on these guys to get them, just like you do with these things. Oh, those! Oh boy. Okay. These guys don't like these guys. Right, see, look, they're going to attack each other. He's coming after me. No. Look what he did there. He's still starting through me. Oh, he almost threw me. Okay, and I got pork chops out of him and a piece of leather. Now, the leather doesn't always drop. Did the other guy disappear? Okay. More broad chop. I think the other guy just spawned, which is fine. Good. Alright, so get back to what we're talking about. You need shears for these. But this is the wood variant here, and that is a light block. You need to mine it the same way. You use a hoe. Okay. Figures. Oop, I'm stuck. Okay. Now, this, as you can see, is called a shroom light. So if I place it here, see, it gives off a light circumference. So it's a good light source, different, and it's mineable with just a hoe. Now, other components we get here, of course, I need shears for that. That's just grass for here, are these mushrooms. Alright, these can either grow more mushrooms or grow these giant trees that you can farm in the overworld. And, oh, there he is. Let's go attack him. Ow, wow, he threw me. Again. Alright. And he dropped another piece of leather. Cool. So, ooh, I got 7 total pieces now out of that. By the way, if I see fire, I put it out. Alright, now there was... Where did I see that blue variant of the mushroom? All the way over there. Let's not fall down. Now, normally what I've been doing is I've been coming in here and digging out the... where's my sticker? There it is. The... yeah, right. The white stone. Okay. So now... Mushroom on a stick. Oh, maybe that's what I'm supposed to use for the striders. I haven't actually done that yet. Maybe it's the mushroom on a stick for them. But we now have the crimson fungus, and we have the wart fungus. And that's what is, you use to grow the trees. Listen to the music. That's the new music. The new sound effects of the nether. Alright, so I am here for a light source, but I'm not here for the shroom light. I am here for the glowstone, because I do need... Ooh, oh, a baby one's coming after me. I don't think he's going to drop anything, because it's a baby. But I am going to defend myself. Grab another one of these, and I have a frame. Okay. And are you coming back at me? Really? Oh, you're determined, aren't you? Alright, let me grab... Ooh, there's an Enderman. I haven't looked at him yet. I wonder if I can get him to drop what I want. I've only gotten one so far. What I'm doing is I'm building a roof for me, because they can't get... They're 3 tall. I just don't want to hit anybody else. Let me anger him by looking. See, now I angered him by looking at him, so he's going to come and try to hurt. Now you want to hit them in their legs with hit them in the head or chest section, I know it's really loud, I apologize for that. They'll teleport away, and then they'll come back and attack you. But he dropped what I wanted right there. This ender pearl. That's what they drop. Unfortunately, it's not a 100% drop rate. But you're definitely going to need them if you want to get to the end. But they're also good for teleporting because you can throw them, and wherever it lands, you teleport too. It's an old style of traveling. Alright, so anyway, we've got... Let me grab some more of this here. Okay. So I have gotten some of that. So I have nether wart. So we can start a nether wart farm. Brewing, but I need a brewing stand, which I can craft once I have blaze rods. But unfortunately, I can only get that in a fortress, and they're very scarce now. Oh, quartz. My brain finally worked. This is what I use in the nether to repair my pick, but unfortunately now I have mending on a couple things, which includes my armor pieces. So the mending is shared between everything, between my experience bar, my pick, and then I got mending on this. Unfortunately, I got fire protection on the boots, but that's right, it's good for here. But it's got Unbreaking 3 and Depth Strider 3, which I want on my boots. I'd rather have regular protection, but fire protection is good here for the nether. And, oh, my helmet, which has blast protection. Again, I would rather have regular protection on it, but it's got Respiration 3, Aqua Affinity, which is what I want on my helmet. So I put mending on them. I didn't need these ones yet, only because they're not exactly what I want just quite yet. And of course, my chest plate has Unbreaking 3, Blast Protection 4. But I did name my pick. Wolf's Claw is what I always name my pick. So because it's got Fortune 3, Efficiency 5, Unbreaking 3, and then Mending. Now, I also got a shovel. Normally I want Efficiency 3 on my shovels. 4 and 5 are really too fast for shovels in a way. But that's okay. And it doesn't matter. I got what else I want, which is Silk Touch and Unbreaking 3. So those two are named, alright? Wolf's Paw and Wolf's Claw. So those are the first tools I have that are named and pretty much about where I want them. So I've been kind of jawing on here for a bit now. Let's get to what we're here for. That stuff above us. Now, since I have Fortune 3, I can use my pick on this and it'll drop glowstone dust. Alright, so watch what happens. And it fell all the way down because I didn't catch it. In here. Okay. Now, the max you can get for a piece is only 4. Since I have Fortune 3, I generally do get 4 pieces out of it when I use it. If you use a regular pick without Fortune 3 on it, you can get anywhere from 1 to 4. But I don't want to do that. I do have Silk Touch on my shovel. Now, oddly enough, watch what happens. I was able to get the block with my shovel. I'm not sure if that was the intended or not, but I'm using my shovel to keep these blocks so I don't have to craft them. See, Silk Touch is very useful. Okay, now let's get to where this goes on here. Okay, we want to be, I think, one up. Yeah. I want to grab this whole stack. Now, like I said, once you mine this, though, it doesn't grow back. Sounds like glass breaking, doesn't it? I like to think of these as balls. I mean, the texture is kind of funky, that's for sure. And a lot of us used to use these as our main light source besides the torch, of course. But outside of the torch, it's glowstone that we have generally used. Sea lanterns have actually been replacing it because they go with builds a lot better than that funky yellow color. And I've got 29. I need 4, 8, 12, plus 6, 18 pieces. I got plenty to do the cave spider spawners that I want. So, alright. I've waffled on enough here, that's for sure. In here, At least I got to show you one of the new tree variants. Oh, let me. I'm going to come back in here and take this down anyway, so let me take a little bit of it down. Okay, how many pieces do I have here? 3. All right, let me go one more up. All right, so this is what it looks like on the inside. It's kind of like a, like they call it red, but it's actually more like purple. And then, of course, if you convert it over, see, it says crimson stem, but we call it wood, and you get these crimson planks, which are kind of like this, again, like purplish red texture. And if you use it at, ooh, that's a guest. And if you keep it as is, you know, you have this red veining that's in it. So, oh, that's a guest. Oh, I missed him. Come on over, because I want you to drop your goodies where I can get it, so you don't. I think it was too high. There it is. That's the fireball. Oh, and I missed it. There we go. Okay, he's out of range. Okay, I want him to come back in range. I want to get his drops. Now, I gotta be careful, because if he hits these guys, they're gonna attack me. Oh, I shot over his head. Okay, shot that back. Where are you going? If he's over the lava, I don't want to shoot him. Well, excuse me. I'm trying to kill something. I want him to drop a tear. Let me go down one level, see if I can get him, because he went down. We're getting further into the nether here, guys. I got some better gear on. Oh, he's over in the lava. Darn. No. Yeah, so he's destroying the land with the netherrack. If I didn't miss in the first place, I would have had him dead already. And he went down into, he's down in the lava. Believe it, I mean, he can still shoot you from being in that lava lake. I was kind of hoping. Oh, he's all the way over there. Okay, it's giving me a second. No, okay. Alright, so anyway, that's what I need. So, and we'll end the episode here because it's been pretty long as it is. And I will now get back into that spawner area to show you what we're going to do with some of these resources. Let me get back in my little base here. Alright guys, so this is part 1 of the cave spider spawner XP farm that I'm going to be building. As always, thank you for watching, thank you for supporting, thank you for subscribing. You wolf pups, take care now. Bye.